What up, y'all? Boxing World. I got like a maybe 2-3 minute video. Billy Joe Saunders versus David Lemieux. Hard puncher. David Lemieux versus stylistic Billy Joe Saunders. Which, in particular, I don't like Billy Joe Saunders at all. Because I think he's going to win this fight. But I think he's going to win this fight and go back to Europe and never appear in America, not function in the 154 division. You know what I'm saying? It's too many monsters over here. He don't want no smoke. He at the end of his career, you know what I'm saying? He trying to collect a couple paychecks. He trying to come get this other belt off this boy and going about his business. He ain't gonna challenge nobody over here. If he do, it's a low level, man. He ain't going with them Charlos. You know, shoot, man, it's too much going on over here. You know, he got some ones from 160 that'll come down and stomp this boy. He don't want that. I watched a couple of his fights, man, and the only thing I got to say about Billy Joe, David Lemieux might knock you out. You know what I'm saying? Then you can go back home. But I think I'm going to pick Billy Joe in it. But he ain't going to do nothing as far as that coming across the water. He had to go to Canada, man. He won't come to America. You know what I'm saying? He won't. You know what I'm saying? The same way Anthony Joshua won't come over here. So, you know, when you think about fighting and you think about the managers and how they governing them, because we can all see it. We can all see it. I don't know. I just find this stuff as plain as day. You know what I mean? You know, when I went to school, they taught me a couple things. They said, Rob, when you reading this book, read in between the lines. Find the metaphor in the story. You know what I'm saying? Find the line of thread, the thought of the writer. And so that's the thought of the writer with the fighter. They run the same length. Or the one who is the promoter happens to be sometimes the writer of the fighter. So you got to find the writer and the fighter. Who is writing the story in the fighter? Billy Joe Saunders and Anthony Joshua have a writer, and it is not them in their own story. Eddie Hearn is the writer in their story. They will not expunge out to be the greatest because they have to follow a line in the metaphor of the story of the writer. So we got the metaphor for the story and the writer. Story and the writer is for Anthony Joshua to extend to the story of the writer of Eddie Hearns to go to the 8-fight minimum that he has in that the 8-fight plan that he has. And Billy Joe Saunders is to have a couple more fights over there in the UK, which he can beat because stylistically, even though he don't like black people, he fights like a black man. Yeah, I just said it. So we have to pause for a second and think about what's happening. This should be the end of the age of the promoter. The end of the age of the promoter. Promoters must go and let the fighters fight. Let them be chickens, run, scared, and hide, and let them be. This is the way it goes. The age of the promoter needs to end. It needs to be addressed. How many times has a promoter ended a person's career? HBO just tried to do it with Yuriakis Gamboa, if I said his name right. Just tried to do it with him. They tried to, he beat that man, Sosa. But he didn't look good doing it, but he beat him. And Jim Lampley was just trying to end his career because he only had 3 weeks to train for this fight. When he came in on, because the other guy dropped out of the fight. So it's a little bit bad. So you can't try to end a fighter's career because he had 3 weeks to train. Just because his legs was wobbly. Yeah, my legs would be wobbly if I came in to fight 3 weeks too. I'm telling you. It's the age of the fighter. You know what I'm saying? Not only the age, but shit, 3 weeks for any fighter is troublesome. So, you know, you could backhand that shit. But I think Billy Joe Saunders and my guy, you know, David Lemieux, it'll be a good, entertaining fight. We'll see if Billy Joe will be able to move out of that power. You know, I don't really have a dog in the fight, but we'll see what happens. B&B Boxing, I'm out.